Hey everybody, Weem here. I just wanted to fill you in on some things. I was going to say quickly fill you in, but I've got quite a bit to go over, so this might take a little while. First of all, I just wanted to say that November was amazing, an amazing month for the channel. Now, most of you know I did the No Sleep November where I posted one video every single day during the month of November. It was kind of a challenge to myself, and I did succeed in that, one video every single day. So that contributed a little bit, as well as a number of other things kind of occurred that really helped the channel get a lot of attention, a lot more attention than normal. And so it was a very good month for the channel. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun. So for all of you who turned out and regularly checked in, watched videos and everything, and kind of followed my progress, I appreciate that. Thank you. Like I said, it was amazing. Just a couple numbers related to that. In the 3 months prior to November, the average views per month was somewhere around 45,000 to 50,000 per month. And in November, we hit 104,000. So we basically doubled the normal average. The channel also saw almost 1,000 new people join the channel, aka subscribe to the channel. And if you look at my subscriber total, you'll see that's a pretty good chunk. So it wasn't quite 20%, I don't think. It was close to my total. So, you know, it was somewhere around 17% of you who are currently subscribed to the channel did so during the month of November. So that's crazy, considering that I really started kind of getting into this about 1 year ago. It was November last year. I decided to really kind of start doing this kind of thing on the channel. So anyway, November was crazy. I fully anticipate the numbers will be back down in this month of December as we kind of switch back to the prior schedule that I was on. But anyway, it was a lot of fun, and it made me realize that it is something I want to do again. It's something that I may do in the next maybe few months or so, maybe February or something. We might do another, thing where I do a video every day, but we'll see. It was a lot of work. So let's see what else to cover. I've got a list of things here, so I wanted to let you know what you guys seem to be watching, what you really seem to be into in November. And 3 of the series kind of really stuck out. Those 3 would be Project Zomboid, Planet Explorers, and Space Engineers. All of those did very well in November. So those are things that will be coming back in December. I did a State of Decay run during November. I think it actually started a little bit before November. But anyway, State of Decay did okay. I've talked to those of you who've been enjoying it. I do plan on doing more of those, although the 8th episode, in that episode, I let you guys know that would be the final one of that run. I wanted to start over with a new expansion Breakdown, which is a much more sandboxy style. And it has a new looting system, new items. It has challenges, and you can basically move on from the current world you're on and essentially reset it and make things more difficult. And you can do that infinitely, apparently, but only to a certain extent. I guess it becomes unsurvivable according to the devs. So anyway, that's going to be coming up at some point. And let's see, one of the other series I did that you guys didn't seem that into was the Lego Marvel Superhero multiplayer. Kind of a bummer because it was the first ever multiplayer series I've done on the channel. It was Brandon and I. We did 3 episodes. If you look at the views and everything of those 3 episodes now, they're actually pretty decent. But when I put them out during the month, they were actually very low. So those of you who are already subscribed to the channel, you guys didn't seem to be too into it. So I pretty much called it at 3 episodes. It's since then gone on to rank really well on YouTube now. I think it's number 1 if you type in Lego Marvel Superhero Multiplayer. So there's certainly people watching it from there. But as far as you guys are concerned, those of you, again, who are subscribing, it didn't seem like you guys were that into it. In those first couple weeks it was up, it really didn't get watched a whole lot, and that's no big deal. I had fun doing it. Brandon and I had a blast playing it, and we may do more multiplayer stuff in the future, but we'll see. So let's see, December now that we're in, we are going back to the regular schedule, and for those of you who've just joined in November, who may be expecting daily videos. November was certainly a special case. That's what the No Sleep November was all about. What the regular schedule is here is pretty much 2 videos a week, usually on the weekend, like one on Friday, one on Saturday. That's kind of the standard. I might try and do a third here or there, but with the holidays coming and everything, I'm not sure how well that's going to work out. We'll probably just see 1 or 2 each weekend or so. We'll see. I'm going to try and do more, but can't promise anything. And I'd like to do 3 as kind of a standard by January and everything. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Some other notes here. One is about the comments. So for those who don't know, which maybe many of you, I don't think I really talk about this too much, but one of the things I really try to do is respond to every comment on every video. Now, there's certainly some I leave. Somebody may leave a comment that's kind of, well, especially negative comments, I just ignore. I don't really respond to. But sometimes it's, there's been some back and forth, and you'll say something, I'll respond, you'll say something again, and I may not reply to that last message because, well, we got the point across. But pretty much anybody that leaves a new comment that's not negative, I do my best to respond to all of them. I've been pretty good about that for this whole last year. But the channel's been growing so much that we've kind of got 2 things going on right now. One is that it's getting a little harder for me to keep up on the comment responding. I'm still trying. But the other thing is that now with the new Google Plus integration, there's some of you who I just can't reply to. If you post something and you ask a question, I hover over your comment and the ability to reply is simply not there. Now, I don't know for sure if that's a bug. I do recall hearing somewhere that has something to do with your settings in Google Plus. Something about setting, there might be some privacy settings that need to be changed in order for other people to respond to your comments. But there's been a few of you who've left me comments and I went to reply and I just couldn't. So between that and between there being a lot of comments and it getting harder for me to respond to all of them, you may, if you've been accustomed to me responding to every one of your comments, if I don't, well, just bear that in mind. It's definitely getting harder for me. There's getting to be a lot more of them, which is a good thing. So I did talk a little bit about where we're at here in December, but I'm looking at some of the things that are upcoming, and I kind of want to let you know what to expect over the next month or 2 or so. And right now, Starbound is something that I've just jumped into. I ran that first episode, and I asked whether you guys wanted to see kind of a longer run of it. The response was certainly overwhelmingly leaning towards yes, do more of those. So I do have 2 of those up. I have a 3rd recorded and will be up soon, and I will do a 4th. Now, by the time the 4th one comes up, maybe tomorrow or so, somewhere around there, Starbound is getting updated and characters are being wiped. So unfortunately, I will have to start a new character probably around what would have been the 5th episode. Now, I've got some ideas there because that may not be the first, that may not be the only time that happens. It could occur again. And I've got some ideas on how to handle that over a longer series. Basically playing like a new race and everything, a new character. But anyway, we'll kind of see how that goes. I've got some ideas and I'll play around with those, but certainly you guys could leave me comments letting me know what you think about that situation, trying to do a Let's Play where characters are being reset all the time. And I don't want to not update the game. That's not really an option. I want to be updating it so I can check out the new stuff. So other stuff in December, I kind of mentioned before, Project Zomboid, Planet Explorers, Space Engineers, those ones you guys seem to really be into. State of Decay with the Breakdown DLC, that's going to be coming. Some of these may not appear until later in the month or maybe even January because of the holidays and my schedule. I'm actually out for 10 days from work, and I'm going to be gone for about 7 of those out of town. So there's going to be a little break in the action, I think. But so anyway, some of these may not appear necessarily in December. It may be the State of Decay begins in January. I'm not really sure, but that's kind of what we're looking at. We also have in, let's see, about a week, about the middle of December or maybe the 3rd week of December, a game I helped kickstart, Stonehearth, will be released as far as beta goes for backers. And I'm really excited about that game. So I don't know, that's about the time when things are going to get kind of tangled up for me. So Stonehearth may have to wait till January, but I'd like to try to get at least the first episode in, and I intend on doing a few of those, at least 2 or 3 episodes. And that's kind of the general idea when I'm playing games, and why you may see me number episodes and only do, a couple of them. The idea is that for any game that I'm really going to put on the channel, I'm probably going to do at least a couple videos, and maybe only a couple videos. After those 2 or 3 that I do, sometimes after just one, I kind of see if you guys are watching it, if you're into it, and I make a decision whether I want to keep doing more, whether you guys basically want to see more. Some of those games that actually pull off the channel after a couple episodes because nobody seems to be into them, I continue to play myself, but I just figure there's no point in putting them up if nobody wants to watch them. So another one you might see from me is Kerbal Space Program. A friend of mine, Aaron, picked this up for me recently. And it's one that I've been kind of waiting to get into, and I felt like I've been behind and kind of hemming, hawing, hey, I don't know, maybe I'll get it one day. So anyway, he just swooped it up for me one day and said, here you go, now there's no excuses. So I've been playing that quite a bit, actually, and having a lot of fun with that. Some of you who have seen me playing it on Steam have sent me messages. Oh, that's awesome. Are you going to do some episodes? I'm kind of up in the air about that because there's a ton of that out there already. I'm way behind the loop. I'm just catching up. So, any gameplay you're going to see of me, it's going to be old news, And this game is a very slow game. It takes a while to progress. So it would take me a while going through all the beginner stuff that most of you have already seen and or probably have played. So I'm kind of debating that one. I'm not really sure. But anyway, yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything I wanted to cover. This is definitely a little bit longer than I had hoped, but there was just a lot of items I wanted to hit up. So thanks for stopping in and checking out this update. If you guys have any questions or comments or anything, please feel free to leave them below, and I will, again, respond to as many as I can. Thanks again.